Cody Rhodes, the reigning undisputed WWE champion, has never shied away from speaking his mind. Whether it's in the ring, on the mic, or behind the curtain, Cody brings a rare blend of old-school wisdom and modern charisma. On the latest episode of his show What Do You Wanna Talk About?, he dove into a conversation that has split fans, wrestlers, and analysts for years, the debate between in-ring moves and storytelling. This isn't a new debate. It's one that's been simmering for decades. Some fans love technical masterpieces filled with high spots and crisp execution. Others argue that a good story, built over time with emotion and drama, is what truly sells wrestling. But Cody, he doesn't believe the two should ever be separated. He called the debate shocking, and rightfully so. For someone who grew up in the business, watching his father Dusty Rhodes pour passion into every promo and seeing how ring psychology could captivate a crowd without a single suplex thrown, Cody knows better than most what wrestling is supposed to be. He made it clear, great wrestling isn't one or the other. It's both. Moves without a story, that's just choreography. Story without execution, that's a missed opportunity. Cody explained that the best moments in wrestling history, the ones we remember, the ones that live on highlight reels for generations, were always a marriage of the two. The physicality tells the immediate tale. The story gives it purpose, longevity, and emotion. He referenced his own matches. His Hell in a Cell performance with a torn pec. His trilogy with Seth Rollins. His emotional showdown with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Each of those matches had impactful moments, yes, but they resonated because of the why behind them. Why did the torn pec matter? Because Cody still fought through it. Why did his feud with Seth click? Because it wasn't about hatred, it was about pride. Why was WrestleMania so meaningful? Because it was the culmination of a decades-long family dream. That's storytelling. That's emotion. That's what brings fans to their feet. But it's the execution in the ring, the timing, the selling, the ability to deliver a believable performance, that cements that emotional payoff. Cody went further, saying that the best performers of any era, from Bret Hart to Shawn Michaels, from Eddie Guerrero to The Rock, all understood this balance. You can't have one without the other and expect to leave a legacy. He challenged young wrestlers to stop thinking in binaries. Stop choosing one path. Don't label yourself as just a high flyer, just a technician, just a promo guy, or just a storyteller. Be all of it. Be the complete package. That's what today's audience demands. He talked about the locker room too. How the younger generation, especially those coming up through NXT and the Performance Center, are being taught this hybrid style. And Cody loves that. Because that's where wrestling is heading, evolution, not division. He gave credit to his peers as well. He praised AJ Styles for his ability to blend action with heart. He applauded Sami Zayn for building an emotional connection without relying on wild stunts. He acknowledged Kevin Owens for making every movement mean something. Cody believes wrestling is an art form. And like any form of art, it thrives when the performer commits fully, physically and emotionally. He brought up the fans too. The ones who chant, "This is awesome," before a lockup. The ones who argue online about work rate and move sets. The ones who crave 5-star matches and viral moments. Cody reminded them that moments don't live forever because of cool moves alone. They live forever because of context. Because of character. Because of consequence. He even touched on his own evolution. How early in his career, he was all about technique. Then he leaned more into character. But he didn't feel complete until he learned how to marry the two. It's what made him a main eventer. It's what makes him undisputed champion. He encouraged wrestling schools to teach this blend, not just bumping drills or chain wrestling, but how to feel a moment, how to sell with your eyes, how to let silence be louder than a dive. He warned against becoming a highlight reel wrestler. Cody said that's a dangerous path, one that burns fast and fades even faster. The fans might pop once, but if they don't remember you, then what's the point? He reminded everyone of his dad's teachings. Dusty always said, make them care before you make them cheer. Cody's just carrying that legacy forward in his own way. He also acknowledged how social media has influenced the debate. Clips and GIFs don't show context. They show moments. But wrestling isn't just made for clips. It's made for connection, for journey, for resolution. Cody's message was clear: the ring is your canvas. But if you don't bring both the brush and the story, all you've got is paint splattered across it. He admitted that he still learns every match. Still finds new ways to tell old stories. Still tries to innovate without abandoning the essence of what made wrestling great in the first place. He addressed critics who think WWE is too story heavy, or AEW is too spot heavy. Cody's take: there's good and bad in both. And the magic happens when companies and performers blend the best of both worlds. He even credited wrestlers like Bryan Danielson and Will Ospreay for pushing the envelope technically, while still finding ways to tell compelling, human stories. It's not either or. It's both and. Cody's speech wasn't just a response to an argument. It was a call to action. A challenge to the industry to stop dividing and start uniting under the banner of better wrestling. He said the fans deserve both. They deserve the fight and the fire. The slap and the soul. He ended with a powerful statement: if I hit a crossroads and the crowd gasps, not because of how I hit it, but when I hit it, that's the point. That's the magic. That's Cody Rhodes.